Good day all and welcome to Obidati Family TV. The program na Hope Alive. Plenty hope day. As we come out again today, we won't bring certain things wey be say it don't dey happen now, especially for United States of America. We don't see say na higher learning commission, they don't even begin to take the case because e get one Jeffrey Guterman wey be say na one academic for USA wey dey carry plenty things wey be say dey happen for Nigeria for im head. A like obedient die. Im don carry the matter of wetin Chicago State University do go meet higher learning commission for United States. Wetin im want make dem de-accredit, because these people na people wey be say dem dey give accreditation for universities. One of them, and na the people wey be say dem give accreditation to this CSU wey be Chicago State University. So these people now go investigate Chicago State University, especially how dem take give certificate wey be say e dey fake or double certification or errors on certification, because for them to do accreditation for this university, it dey happen every 10 years. And before dem go accredit you to become university wey be say they give better degree, dem go check criteria, then get plenty things. So the matter don land for their destiny. So we don begin dey hold them for throat. That very throat, you go choke them, say dem go deal with the normal things wey dem suppose do. Give us information wey Tinubu take enter Chicago State University. Na so we want. If una talk say e go there, make una tell us how intake dey pay tuition fees and all those things. So na the matter we wan discuss, and other matters wey dey, such like wetin dem dey talk say PO don begin dey do bribe. You dey hear that kind thing? Person wey be say e no dey even fit give shishi, na im dey give money. Na so dem take talk few days ago, abi on the 25th, abi 26th, na im dem come talk wetin dem dey call am Reno. Na im begin dey talk this kind nonsense dey comot. But anyway, Peter Obi don respond to wetin im talk, and the response we go bring am for this hour, because im talk say no dey like to join issues, but im no dey like where people dey do mudslinging and all that. You go hear am as im take talk am for this very hour. We dey also bring people wey be say dem dey give story about how Tinubu, even this in name wey im dey bear, even in the mama wey dem talk say na foster mother Mogaji, and the where e take comot from, and how the name take waka. As dem take talk say no be name e be, dem carry another name wey be say e take comot from another family, waka enter another place, and several controversy wey follow there. E get video wey we see, and we wan share am with obedience and well-meaning Nigerians, make we know how we fit take unravel this particular issue of Tinubu in childhood and other things wey be say dey come. We get plenty other things wey be say if I begin dey talk now, I fit even begin dey go on. But make I first come back to studio. People wey be say dem dey with me for studio here, Esther dey, and we get Princess, and we get our own Maxwell for Zoom. But make we start from studio.
Yes, so fellow salute from inside Obedient Family Television. We don't bring another message of hope. Call for una this evening. Make una join us on this ride. Welcome and join us.
To all well-meaning Nigerians and my fellow obedience worldwide, no matter the forgeries and the briberies and even the intimidations they want to bring our way, we will stand tall with our hope, because we will not lose it. To stand gidigba, no shaking, till we get what we want and we know our rights. So welcome back, even as we discuss this evening.
Yes, so as Princess take talk, we stand gidigba. Make I go to our person wey be say, now you see Maxwell wey dey for Zoom, because make we first start with this very matter of the HLC and how dem take talk say dem fit remove accreditation for Chicago State University if dem no do wetin dem suppose do, because the man don, as he take tweet, we fit see am for im Twitter page. if dem fit show am make everybody dey see, make e no be say we just dey carry news, because we tell una say na credible news now we dey give you. Anyone wey we get, we go check whether e pure. If you get information wey be say e dey okay, wey be say our people fit get hope for inside, we go bring am comot. So this one na from Dr. Jeffrey Guterman. Una fit know am, e dey chook matter well well for wetin concern obedience. So if una see here, im don talk say to at HLC Commission, the Twitter account of Chicago State, a university reportedly accredited by you, now has a protected account. This follows recent allegations that fraud was committed by one of its supposed alumni, drug trafficker at official bar. Would you review all of this? So aside from this one, in don't carry the matter, go meet this very commission direct. Make them check all these things wey be say if they happen for that very side. Without one, make I reach to Maxwell, make you for tell us what you think, whether this very high learning commission where they do accreditation, where be even where do accreditation for this school, whether they fit act like they accredit them if they no do wetin they supposed do. Mike, Maxwell, whether you dey hear me, make you forgive us your own input.
All right. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, Mr. Kanu. Good evening, everybody who is hearing my voice, wherever you may be hearing from, whatever is your time zone. It's a pleasure to be here once again. Now, about the matter where you don't raise like this, whether this particular regulatory body or accrediting body get the power, say, to put mouth for this entire matter. Now, it depends on the laws where they guide all this kind body them. So, if the regulatory body get powers regulatory body to any society will commit fraud, say, or any fraud we then find within the institution, say they feel use them as a reason where they would take, the register or the accredit that particular university. But most times when we see such accrediting bodies, you get different criteria where they take accredit. For instance, the level of those things. For some of these beliefs, they say this part of every other university where they get for that region. Not be only even the university where they talk about like this. They oversee every other university where they for this region within Chicago and other people. Now then get the power to say, okay, you go run so faculty, you know go run so faculty, you go do so lectures, or you know go do. So they still get that power to review the Chicago State University if the claims they sure. And say for now, the regulatory body get all the details where they fit take act until we don't see waiting come up from this particular case where article get from. They'll be then release to article to all these people saying that then they go need to do their own investigation to know entire authority they advance this thing being a particular staff of administration. So the matter we plenty we say we no fit chop everything with the inside, but we go chop and gradually as they bring up the matter come with us.
Okay, we hope say the Higher Learning Commission go help us for this matter, because now God 9 days at work, as we know. Peter B talk say na miracle. So we go put our ears for ground, make we know by tomorrow or next how they go react. We even wait on the court and other people will be safe from that Chicago, make them give us plenty information where we go take, they keep our hope alive. We don't want make we waka enter to a studio, make we see as a princess wey be say she don't even look into the matter, she don't read the tweet and her mouth they do mui. Just your own same country princess, make we for waka they go.
Okay, HLC, like they already said, accredits colleges, degree granting colleges and universities in US. Now, CSU is part of the universities that they accredit. And the last time that they accredited them was 2010. So this is us alerting HLC to review CSU again And I read that there are different criteria, standards that HLC used to look at when they are reviewing a university to know if you are actually good and credible. And it means that, and one of those criteria are professional outcomes. And if you are giving out fake certificates and having errors in your certificates, it's not professional.
Exactly.
It's not at all. So HLC needs to review this school again to know if they're actually credible enough to remain a degree granting university. So the right authorities should do the necessary things they need to be done, so that, because by now, 10 years after, this should be the time they should be planning to review CSU again, so that they will know if, do you understand? And if CSU is no longer granted accreditation by HLC, they will lose their credibility as an institution, and they will also, like other institutions as well, by employers, by students, they will also lose their credibility. People will no longer want to go to the school because they don't actually believe that you have the ability to give us a good degree. Do you understand? So if CSU knows that what all these things they are saying is a lie, why are you running around the bush? Come out and defend yourself and let this thing die down, so that you save yourselves, your face, your school, even the country right now is also at stake. But
you know, say they cook up this story for a very long time. So you know, say if you want lie, you go add more lies to cover more lies. You understand?
That's why it's hard for them to come out now. That's why.
Now, my question is, say, how long will they continue to lie? They should come out clean and help us from this sinking country. And they also have their image and legacy to protect. But though they drag themselves for mud with a criminal drug lord, it will not help them at all.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, we go the way to go put our ears for ground, and kudos to the Dr. Jeffrey Guterman for waiting in they do for obedience and well-meaning Nigerians worldwide. For the new Nigeria where we go waka enter, we go remember, say, he help us actualize them. You understand? Because no be fight be this one, but in the help fight them. We don't want make we work as we they talk about certificate and degrees. He get one video where we say I watch. Now old video be, but I see say Festus Kiyamo. They talk say you no need to get even a primary school certificate to even go university. You understand? Yeah, I don't know where in get that very one. But I understand say for Niger, you must do either GCE. If you no get the other one, you go do GCE. All that one a certification. But you must get some sort of certification exam that you write to carry waka. For US, where then they even talk, they get what they call general education development. We'll come to that very one. But first, make we even hear how Kiyamo, high intake talk that very something for national TV. How they take argue, what we say in they argue about Bola Tinubu's, say you no need to get any primary school or secondary school something to even do anything. They think they tell me how this country they even work. You understand? You go just jump. You don't get primary school, you don't get secondary school, then you jump to university. They asked that question for Senate the other day. But how they take answer, you know that man where talk say in the whether in primary 3 can't begin, you understand me? That's one. They can't ask them how many years now you can't enter primary school. He say they whether primary 3 9 day begin enter secondary school. I don't know. Anyway, make we hear has Kiyamo take talk and make we now for digest. From there go enter the main story where then they give in Yoruba, where they interpret. Now Yoruba story interpreted. But when we enter that one, I go want people where we say them be Yoruba, make them for help of for comment section reinterpret wetin dem talk about Tinubu. But make we start with wetin Festus Kiyamo, how he take lie in head wey no fit defend.
In those days, great men today, they wrote GC from home. Not everybody in those days went to the 4 walls of the schools, of secondary schools. I'll mention names. One of the greatest lawyers this country has ever produced, that has the best university today, Afe Babalola. He did not get formal education in the 4 walls of the school. Afe Babalola. Right. Great men all over the world. So it is a virtue, not a vice. I want to tell you that. So that's done and
But,
dusted.
you know,
Next one.
The controversies are on ending because
But I'm resolving them one by one. I'm resolving them one by one. You are the one playing it off. I'm giving you answers.
We're having a conversation.
No, but I'm telling you that you are the one playing it off.
Really.
Because people, let me tell you there, people just take stories out of social media and regurgitate them on networks like this. Regurgitating on social media.
We're not talking about social media reports.
No, most of this is social media.
In 1999, when he was running, the certificates that he dropped and right now, and the forms that he did submit right now to run for president, the certificates, there's discrepancy there that have been noticed.
Chicago State University.
That wasn't submitted in 1999.
Okay. Which one did he submit?
Where's the primary?
I just explained that to you now.
You're confirming to us that he didn't go to a primary school. Is that what you're saying?
He did not reveal it, but I'm just telling you that he did not reveal it. But I'm telling you that in those days, you don't have to go. You don't have to. They read and pass GC from home. Great men do.
Secondary school?
Great men. Yeah, that's secondary school. That's GC now.
Yeah.
Yes, they pass it from home.
Okay. Or they pass it from home?
Yes, okay. Great men do. Okay. And it's a part of it. In fact, it is one of the virtues that you used to know great men. So that they read,
that they don't go to school.
That they read from home. They read and dug in and burnt the midnight oil from home.
Okay, we don't hear how this man talks say in Oga, where him be minister now, say he no go primary school and he no go secondary school. Now confirmation for national TV, say na Chicago State University, but say na for house, 9 great men they take their exam. I beg, make I ask you now, whether na for house, I been a home training, I been a this thing, no be exam you go still take before you go enter. If no be WAEC, you go no say na GCE, I be no be waiting there. Yes. Even for the America where they talk, even if you do university finish here, then get their own general development. I been waiting.
General
education. Okay, make we hear from Princess before we get to our Maxwell.
For US, they have this exam called General Educational Diploma that is designed for people that did not finish high school. Now, this exam is supposed to be an equivalent to like if I take the exam,
like GCE.
Exactly. If I take the exam, I'll be equivalent to someone that actually went to secondary school. Do you understand? So the point now is, if he's saying he'd not go to primary school, and he is possible maybe at that time, 1979, they don't really use primary schools or stuff like that. There has to be a particular exam that he took to admit him into the university. Yes. You don't just enter university like that because you are who you are. Exactly. Do you understand? So if it's not primary school he used to enter, if it's not secondary school, that means if it's not GCE, because GCE it's in Nigeria. Let's say he now took GED. He needs GED to be able to enter university in the US. Yeah. Now, he has to bring the GED at least good. Yes. Do you understand? Even if it's that one, bring it out and let's see. So that we'll be able to evaluate that, okay, you actually have an equivalent result with someone that went to high school.
Exactly.
That means you are not an illiterate. Yes. You are someone that went to school.
Exactly. That's my point. Maxwell, please, make you shed more light to this very one, as Princess don't take talk and say, and we all know, if you there for US, me will be say I don't even go US. The GED where then they talk there, everybody will be say enter there where your own university certificate not too pure for them, or they no one accept them, then go talk say make you do GED. That one they clear. So me I don't stay for US, I know that very one. But make I for hear from your own side, because you get your own perspective will be say it the day more clearer.
The thing is, when you look at these particular issues, nobody they follow Tinubu drag, whether he attend from house or he attend from school, whether in travel, go abroad, go attend for Nigeria. Now the problem is that these people don't understand. They don't understand that, and they have decided to understand. The question is, whether you school from house or you school from school, you go write exam. And if you write exam, you get certificate. So present the certificate. For us to follow Keyamo they talk, it just be like say we dey waste our time as intelligent and smart people. When people don't make such crazy and nasty arguments on TV, it doesn't happen in a sane country. If at all he schooled from home, Let him provide the certificate of the examinations he wrote. And then the same Keyamo is speaking from all sides of his mouth. Today, he tells say he no go school. That's why he no get certificate. Tomorrow, he tells say he school from house. And then he gets certificate. Bring the certificate. No way. How did you get admission? Richard Daly, there is no certificate. The government secondary school, they say he attended in, is it Ibadan, Ogun State or Lagos State? No certificate. Absolutely nothing. So you cannot keep on telling minds like us, who have gone through all these things and know how the system work, that you school from home. That is why. That's not the question. If you school from home, where is the certificate of the examinations you wrote? If you wrote GCE, provide it. Till today, there is no certificate that Tinubu has provided that can be linked to any college whatsoever, to any university, to any secondary school. None. The only document that Tinubu has tendered, that indeed is a certified document, is the one from the court where he forfeited $460,000. That particular document has not been disputed. But the remaining, his certificate, nothing can be traced. University, CSU, primary school, Richard Daly, government, birth certificate. And the problem is that the same person who told us that he went to school, but during the military junta, his house was say they burned down his house, they burned down certificates, they carry all in document, blah 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 blah. Now he go still come, they tell us again, say he no go school. But you see, the lies are too much. The lies, he done plenty. And you know, say when you don't lie one, you go need 10 more lies when you go take cover that one. As you they lie, you they tell more, and the more way we say everything they come out. So it's just that Festus Keyamo is not, in touch with the reality. He has failed to, keep himself, on the side of truth. Because see all these people now waiting they go get from government and they really day after. But then these are not things to bother ourselves with. Let him provide the certificate. Even if you school from house, show us the certificate of your.
Okay, Maxwell, thank you. I don't even know say you don't stop talking, but make we look at, as we talk about the childhood and mystery when we say it dey behind name and the family and the background and all these certificates when we say we no know primary, we no know secondary. It gets one video when I come across, but now Yoruba now then take speak waiting happen for there. Then get a translation. From the translation, waiting at the get there be say the name where start with the Bola. You say no be Bola, Tinubu, Ahmed and co. Now be name and many other things where they talk for Yoruba. Now I know say we get many obedience when we say them be Yoruba where they here. Make on a like share so that other people will be say them be Yoruba fit get alert, make them for follow us for this one. I want make we listen carefully to waiting this person they talk for Yoruba language for Nigeria here. How intake explain the childhood and history of Bola Tinubu in a short way for Yoruba. Then get the translation way for land. Whether that translation they correct or somebody else fit retranslate and we be say get something where we they miss. We when they do investigation, we fit show say it get something where they miss. So I beg our Yoruba brothers, well-meaning Nigerians where they hear the language, make una for listening, make we know whether it get something where we fit collect from here. We go help, make we get the hope where we want for the new Nigeria. Because everything around Bola Tinubu, now mystery it be we know. And whether na fraud or I be na drug, everything where we dey hear, controversies there, but we want answers. So that's why we dey talk say, make we pay attention. If you they see us now or you they watch us, make you like and share. Make people wey fit give us answers. Forget alert. Make them for listening in and give us some clue of waiting then they talk for inside. Let's take a listen.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu orúkọ ẹ̀kọ́ nìyẹn. Ẹni Bola Ahmed Tinubu tó lo orúkọ ẹ̀, ọmọ bàbá K.O. Tinubu ni. Bàbá K.O. Tinubu is Kafaru Oluwole Tinubu. Ó bí àkọ́bí obìnrin. Àkọ́bí obìnrin yẹn ó ṣaláìsí ìgbà tí Tinubu tó ń ṣiṣẹ́ ní ọ̀dọ̀ bàbá ẹ̀. Mama Tinubu ò kì í ṣe ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ ní ọ̀dọ̀ Abibat Mogaji o. Mama Tinubu ò ṣe ọmọ ọ̀dọ̀ Abibat Mogaji. Tinubu ló ṣiṣẹ́ ní ọ̀dọ̀ KO Tinubu. That is, àwọn tó dẹjọ́ tó wọ́n ti kú. Àwọn tó jọ tó lọ́jọ́ náà lọ́hùn, ìyá Abibat Mogaji, bàbá KO Tinubu, bàbá kí lórúkọ ẹ̀, Múrí Òkúnọlá, àwọn ló mú Tinubu lọ sí iwájú Wahab Fọláwíyọ láti lọ fi Kùránì búra pé ọmọ bíbí inú àwọn ni. Bàbá kan wá wà tó jẹ́ olórí ẹbí àwọn Tinubu, NS Tinubu ló ń jẹ́, òun ló lórí ẹbí wọn. Wọ́n mú Tinubu náà lọ sí ibẹ̀. Bàbá yẹn náà sọ pé ọmọ bíbí inú àwọn ni. Lọ́jọ́ náà lọ́hùn, àwọn tó bá wà láyé wọ́n á testify sí nǹkan tí mo sọ yìí. Ó ra Mercedes fún bàbá yẹn. Mercedes tó rà fún bàbá yẹn, Shagari type, oní stretch yẹn ló rà fún bàbá olórí ẹbí NS yẹn. Àti bàbá yẹn mú wá, Kàfárù tó mú Tinubu wá, ó lọ́mọ òun ni. Ṣé lè mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé bàbá yẹn bí ọmọ Tinubu, but ọmọ bàbá yẹn ti ṣaláìsí. Ó lọ́mọ tóun bí síta ni. Bàbá yẹn ló bí àwọn Dèjì Ọ̀hándò pẹ̀lú èkejì ẹ̀. Ṣé wá rí bàbá yẹn náà, ẹ lọ wo history àwọn tó bá wà tọmọ bàbá yẹn dáadáa, ìyẹn Kàfárù yẹn, ó live bí ọba ni. Kíní ló ń gbé ibi Purple Street níbi tí shrine Fẹlá wà. Ó wá kúrò ń bẹ̀, ó wá sí Adé Ọlọ́dẹ́kùn. Ilé tó gbẹ̀yìn sí Adé Ọlọ́dẹ́kùn tí Zenith Bank wà, ilé bàbá yẹn nìyẹn. So ìgbà tí wọ́n fa gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ yìí, bàbá kan wà, Rafiu Tinubu, òun ni head of service, kò lè sọ̀rọ̀ torí pé ó wà lọ́ndà Tinubu. But ìgbà tí Tinubu kúrò, bàbá yẹn kúrò, bàbá yẹn jáde, ó ní kò kí n ṣe ẹbí àwọn páwọn ò mọ̀ rí. Gbogbo àwọn ẹbí Tinubu tó jẹ́ original wọn láwọn ò mọ̀ rí. Ṣùgbọ́n bàbá Kàfárù yẹn ní ọmọ òun ni, but everybody deny. Ṣé rí Kẹ́mi Nelson tó ń pè ní Yèyé Ṣẹwà, mama Kẹ́mi Nelson ní Tinubu ni, tó bá wà láyé òun náà deny pé Ahmed Bọ́lá Tinubu kò kí n ṣe bí àwọn ò mọ̀. Gani Fáwẹ́hìnmí, ìgbà tí Tinubu fẹ́ contest, orúkọ yẹn ní Tinubu fi ṣe senator. Ìgbà tó wá fẹ́ di ṣe governor ló ní problem pẹ̀lú orúkọ rẹ̀. Gani Fáwẹ́hìnmí ní kí ó lọ mú àwọn document ẹ̀ wá, because wọ́n mọ̀ pé ó ṣẹ̀wọ̀n l'Amẹ́ríkà, gbogbo ló wà ní 5 years ago. Wọ́n wá competition, wọ́n kọ sí ọ́fíìsì Ọbásanjọ́. Ní under Ọbásanjọ́, àwọn petition tó kọ orí tébù Àtíkù Abubakar ni ó ń dé sí. Wọ́n wá kó ní time yẹn àwọn tí wọ́n ní kọ́ lead investigation pé ọlọ́pàá, iṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ni kó lọ investigate. Lára àwọn team yẹn òun ni Rilwan Akiolu wà. Ìgbà tí Rilwan Akiolu ó meet Bọ́lá Tinubu, wọ́n jọ bára wọn sọ̀rọ̀. Rilwan Akiolu ní kò kí ń ṣe iṣẹ́ òun, ọwọ́ ọ̀gá òun Musiliu Smith níṣẹ́ yẹn wà. Ibi tí bàbá Musiliu Smith yẹn tóun náà ti gba àbọ̀dì fún Èkó yẹn nìyẹn. So wọ́n fà pẹ̀lú Fúnṣọ́ Williams nígbà yẹn ní àwọn bàbá yẹn, Abibat Mogaji, ìyá Abibat Mogaji, KO Tinubu àti Múrí Òkúnọlá àti Fẹ́mi Òkúnnù, wọ́n lọ fi Kùránì.
We don't hear this story. Some people go don't hear them plenty times, but me I just dey hear them, and I know fit really understand the Yoruba wey be said in the language when they speak inside wey be Yoruba. And I want well meaning obedience, well make them help us unravel this very particular issue, because we don't know where these very issues fit resolve. If it be from this small thing, if it be from Chicago State University. But all the translation when I see there fit work, but as on a day out there, our own way be Yoruba, where they won't follow us enter the new Nigeria where we they talk about. Make on for listening well, make we know how Tinubu even takes start in early life. How intake relate with people for Nigeria, because we know when they talk say we no know this one, we no know that one. But they depend for America, make them forgive us the information where we even get for our own backyard here. If we check well, we must see. Not be everybody don't die finish. Anyway, make I reach our own Maxwell. It be like say Maxwell they hear Yoruba, but make we not dwell too much for inside, because I know say our obedient Yorubas go respond both for our we go open line, not be today, make we talk about them, but I go here on a comment for comment section. But make on for help, like, and share. Make people will be say them feel break down this story well, make them forgive us for English as then take subtitle them. Maxwell, I beg make you just chook your mouth small, because our time really done they give us signal. Signal make we come up for studio. But help us chook mouth for inside that one.
All right, thank you very much, my presenter, Mr. Kanu. You see, you know, I get plenty things to talk for this, but you know, say when people come out like this, can't tell this kind of story, you know, if you really determine whether not true or not lie. The man we come out now, they give us all done. We know if you even tell whether all the things we in the talk, whether not true or not lie. But just to give you brief interpretation of waiting the man been they talk. The man they try to talk say Tinubu gets that name because of say they adopt him come one particular family. Say the name Bola Tinubu no be in name. Say they bring and come the family. Say the man na just swear say the man thought say Tinubu na in Pikin where he gets outside of wedlock, meaning say he no get am with the main wife when they married to with other children. Say he go meet another woman for outside. Now so he take get Tinubu, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This particular one now. So say when he come bring come into the family, say family members reject the Pikin because of say he no dey part of the family. Say now only the man now they claim say he go get the Pikin outside of wedlock. So he get plenty things where the man talk. Say when Tinubu won't come become governor of Lagos State, so he can't claim that particular name. When he won't enter senator for 1992, he can't begin to claim that the name. Say this name belongs to that man, Pikin. Say now the man first daughter, now they get this name, Bola Tinubu. So he can't claim the name. But you see, these things are different stories that have been coming out with this entire Tinubu saga or Tinubu gate. But we cannot affirm, we cannot tell the truthfulness of any of it. But my people, I go just tell us, keep our fingers crossed, because a lot of things now we go review for this particular matter we concern Tinubu. It never finish. Plenty things still there to review. We go know whether waiting this man talk na true or na lie. We go know whether the documents are true or na lie, whether they forge them or na lie. But me, I go authoritatively tell you say that documents na forged.
Okay. Make we quickly just leave that one. So you take talk, make other people maybe say they be Obama them for interpret the talk we say make we know whether the thing jail. That's why I say make our people they like and share them, make we know whether it get people will be say then go bring in insight. I be light to waiting this person they talk, make we know how our investigation will take go. With that very one, make we go to the next thing we be say there for our desk for here. We get people from outside Nigeria, even Cameroon, and different other places where they talk say Tinubu no be legitimate president. Then talk about what thing that they happen here and other places. And me, I dey wonder, even African nations will be say then they far, then they take explain how waiting happen for 25th of February, say it no work. Say he no jail. And when I hear them, they talk about, say these people, whether not from the West African observation, ECOWAS stuff, they take get information. I be then they here. But the way when they talk, I'm like with assurance saying that Peter be win the election. The thing they sweet me sometimes when I dey listen, because he get people who say they still get conscience. Let's take a listen to that very video coming out from another country where we say it no be Nigeria myself. Make we from there go the Vano they go.
Win a state in the north. When he started winning, they said no, Peter will be frauded. Let me give you another instance. That viewer needs to really take the time and keep away emotion, because I'm sure it is somebody who is from Ativo Ashwaju's camp or Balablu Bolaba. This is what happened. The second aspect to know that you win an election, as Senior Apostle said, your supporters are malleable, touchable, they can be seen, feel, touch. When the election result came out, how many people went to the streets to celebrate that Asiwaju Tinubu won? How many?
Everywhere was. I went to Abuja. The streets were dry, like they were morning.
The second aspect you need of analysis to know, when they declared the election, how many people from APC were actually streaming the result? That this come to the court session in itself. INEC did not present any contrary evidence to show that what Obi team has as certified copy is different. This is it. INEC certify a document for election result and gives Lasha. Lasha goes to court. INEC says, no, I object to what I certify and gave you as an evidence. It's a shame. Conclusively on this Nigeria issue, we cannot be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Asiwaju Tinubu submitted a certificate which is under questioning, the Chicago State University certificate. In what he submitted to INEC, it stated that Asiwaju Tinubu is a male. What Chicago University has, based on what we are told, that the Asiwaju Tinubu that went to Chicago is a female. What we
how can a man become?
The sex is a female. I'm coming. No, these are in public space. This is not something I'm making up.
Is trying to
this is what is in court.
Somebody was trying to.
Second, the Tinubu that submitted the certificate in Nigeria, the certificate states that Tinubu is a Nigerian, but the one in Chicago, the Tinubu is a United States citizen. That's the second issue, which is under contest today. We are not refusing the fact that you don't have to support Tinubu. Campaign, how did Tinubu campaign? He went to a debate and they said, what will you do when you are elected president? This is his speech. Day one, hit the ground running. Day two, continue the ground running. Day three, hit the ground running. That was all. You cannot be in this 21st century.
Okay. We don't hear how they take talk and the one when I take to heart wey be say I wan make una reason well. Now the one wey be say now who celebrates when they announce say Bola Tinubu win election by INEC. Now where you see the celebration, but you know the kind of celebration that you will see in this country, the kind of peace that you will see everywhere, the kind of unity that will come over this country called Nigeria when finally that mandate is reversed. That's when you will see that. But anyway, Sha, make we work out quickly, make we enter to waiting Omokri, how he take talk. Now, if on I recall, say a few days ago, Reno talk say, come carry head, they join together with Arise TV presenter, where then they call Oseni. Rufai Oseni. They come, they begin, they knock their head together. Talk say last year, say PO, now be the person where we say in sponsor Rufai Oseni's father's burial and all whatnot. Plenty things where we say in talk. Now, we don't see say waiting as PO take respond. But make we see this Reno Omokri on. He said, thank you for your feedback. I never used the word bribe in my question. You may want to direct your question to the person who used the word. In psychology, that is called a Freudian slip. Thanks again. May God bless you. Now, this one, all the things we say, Reno Omokri carry the fire our own principle. But all the questions and answers when they expect, if we begin they give them by his own, I shall say then go even deport them as a wrong come out from Nigeria here. We know say na run, na in run. But anyhow, whether he gets issue with Rufai for Arise TV News, make him keep him for him pocket, but he don't talk, say Peter Obi will be say, you know, they won't respond to this kind things. He can't respond. Sake of say, some people they tell and say, see waiting then they talk about this and about that. Now, make I bring them how Peter Obi take present them as he day screen now. So Peter Obi can talk say, ordinarily, I do not get involved in name calling and mud slinging. Neither do I attack people nor try to defame their personalities in the course of my political journey. I have also avoided replying to cheap, wicked, or malicious blackmail, publicly or privately, in the same irresponsible manner that they are thrown at me. Anyone who has followed my corporate and political life knows that I always stay on issues, with my focus on finding solutions to societal challenges and ameliorating the suffering of people. I do, however, need to clarify a few issues, especially since a third party is involved, that Rufai Hussaini. There is a recent case where my name has been mentioned in a malicious and cheap blackmail against one of the Nigerian-based television presenters, Mr. Rufai Hussaini, who has stood sternly for what is right and has challenged me fearlessly on some occasions while speaking truth to power. I have recently been mentioned to have bribed Mr. Rufai Hussaini by financially sponsoring the burial of his father. Let me clearly state that this is a categorical lie. It is not true, cannot be true, and will never be true. Everyone who understands or followed my approach of things will attest to the fact that I do not give anyone money to promote my name. I have never and will never monetarily induce any journalist to speak or write in my favor. When I'm invited to birthday celebrations or funeral, people know that I do attend. Countless journalists, media personnel, the less privileged, the wealthy, etc. have all invited me to their occasions, and they will attest to the fact that I honor such invitations, especially when people are grieving. I have never been to Rufai's village. Even at the point of writing this, I do not know where he is from. One then wonders why people could decide to tarnish other people's image for no justifiable reason. To those involved in such evil endeavors, I wish them well and pray that God will have mercy on them. I still maintain that our focus in Nigeria should be on rescuing our dear nation from the many challenges plaguing it. We should focus more on lifting people out of poverty. Millions of Nigerians do not know where their next meal will come from. We have millions of unemployed youths in their productive age, with very little production going on in Nigeria to create jobs. Finding solutions to these challenges should command our attention for the progress of our dear nation. Nigeria is what I remain committed to. A new, inclusive, and sustainable Nigeria is possible. Signed, P.O. And I don't hear and so our own P2B take talk and if I begin the talk how he dey me for mind for where rain or day, and I go talk say make we no expend our energy for where rain or mockery day, because in just they seek our attention, so I no go give am that attention. Make I reach out to Maxwell, make I know whether I can get one or two things before we come for studio, because our time seriously they give us signal.
Okay, thank you very much. You see, one of the issues here be say, you know, that they always try to bring out issues. One of the issues be say, they try to rob Peter Obi name for things way bad. Since this whole election season starts, since campaign starts, Peter Obi they doing campaign jejely and wanyoli. He no trouble anybody, he no insult anybody, he no bribe anybody, he no follow anybody, nothing. And obedience, now they help him, they push this message. Remember, say, they be know they call Peter Obi for so many stations. Now, one of the reasons we make people like Una come up with this idea to even because of say they they spread too many lies for media. As they say all these ones no work. And they see the body language of waiting we don't go court, go do. The kind documents, the kind arguments we don't go court, go do. Now they see a fine way where they take tarnish the image. The person where they do all this badness, they plenty, but again one particular person, I don't even need to call his name because I don't need to give him the publicity. Because even Peter Obi no even call his name. It shows say this person no even they intelligent. Now just when EU reports been come out, it been that accuse all these people of false information, misinformation. Now the same thing where would they see? I just come up one day, can't say Peter Obi give person money for burial, say he use and take bribe him, say make he take the speak for him, the talking name. So make una dey avoid all this kind of story where they come up from media. No be just media, even for some of these, wicked people where be say they just want tarnish people image for this election season. Because we know who Peter Obi be. We don't test Peter Obi, we don't try him, and we don't come out, can't trust and say yes. Now the main man we feel leave Nigeria because he don't get all those badness for body where all those other people get. So now just waiting me I get to add for the matter be this. More now just believe who Peter Obi be. All this kind accusation and allegations, if he change who Peter Obi be. He go continue to do the goodness way they do before, even till tomorrow.
Yeah, anyway, like I talked before, I no one carry too much no credit because verse where dey my body, if I verse am for where he dey, he go hear am. But anyway, talking about Peter Obi, since we dey for that very one, make we for look because even Peter Obi himself talk say plenty things wey be say they happen for Nigeria, and they say indiscipline and irresponsibility of your office holders say the thing they take make some things they go bad more. Make we even hear as he take talk am, and make we see other things wey be say activities wey be saying they do this time, because I know say in go some kidney then the
premium kidney hospital
for wey be say if they go make people wey they sick make them for they get dialysis and all of that one. But before we go enter that very one, make we hear wetin he talk about wetin be the cause of how he take talk the corruption. Say the problem of Nigeria is not just with Nigerians, but it's not only corruption but also indiscipline and all that. Let's take a listen to as in take talk then make we see other activities where we say in the undertake now.
The reason why we didn't borrow is that we needed to first, I always say, people always say, what is your greatest achievement in Anambra State? I always say to them, bringing civility and order in governance. It is not about, it's not about infrastructure. It's not about infrastructure. It's not about this or that. The bringing order in governance is more critical. Some of you might not know that the greatest problem we face is not just corruption, but even indiscipline and irresponsibility of office holders. There's nowhere in the world you see somebody who is supposed to be a custodian of the law breaking the law consistently, except in this country. Because he makes sure he jumps the queue if other people are queuing. He makes sure he does everything that is wrong. So for me, doing that was the most critical thing. Let me plead with all of you this night. Whenever people talk about you, all of you are being to good schools. I always have friends like you who tell me about Singapore and this and that. And what I tell them that if you go to Singapore, and that's the only example I'll use, the best people are in government. The best brain is in government. I plead with all of you, as you enjoy and do whatever you do in your good office and everything, please do not leave governance to the least in the society. That's what we are doing today. The role models we have in government are the least in the society. And all of us are complaining. There's no way we won't complain. There's no way. People say to me, how were you able to save money? It was very simple. All we did was to shut down the cost of governance. In 8 years, I never had a governor's lodge in Abuja. Why should I have it? I don't live in Abuja. It's not necessary. As a governor's lodge in Lagos, you can go and sit at least for 25 years. I don't live in Lagos. Why should we have governor's office in Lagos? In one year alone, we cut the cost of governor's travel by 80%. Why? When they invite me to Abuja for meeting, I'm the only person invited. Why should I go with 30 other people who nobody invited? And they have no reason to be there. And that's what is happening. You don't need to go too far. No, it's important that you know that. That is what is their problem, the cost. I have to pay for 30 people, nobody invited for the meeting. They constitute a nuisance to the traveling public at the airport. I go to the hotel and pay for them, and you know, because they're idle, they eat more. Because they have nothing they're doing. Why should I pay for them? And that was the cost. And it's important that if you people get involved, because when people say, they say, where did you get the money from? We didn't get the money from anywhere. We had 11, 12 governors' guest house when I started. I shut all of them down. I'm a married man. If I finish work, I go home. There's no reason why I should go to guest house. Because he's the governor. The governor has to live an exemplary life.
Say, make I just join this people and then they enjoy PO. You know, say anywhere where we say PO, they people, no be only clap, no be only smile. The people, they happy. But anyway, as PO continue to do, they doing philanthropy and to they follow up with humanity, and people will be say they need help everywhere for Nigeria. We see saying go this very premium kidney hospital, will be saying then they do dialysis and other things, and we see how they follow up with people will be say then they around there. All this one be say PO no they give up the hope will be say in don't give us. Say that the new Nigeria, like in talk for that in thread where we just finished for X account, you see say an inclusive new Nigeria is possible. So with that very one, where we say we don't show now, with the hope say tomorrow will be another better day, and new information for the ongoing investigations where we say we they do go come out. Make on for like, share. Now, as people be there, we are in the wait for judgment. All of us, they wait for that judgment. Now, hope we there here, they keep alive. Anyone where you feel do for your own side, make you do. All of us join hands to make Nigeria better. Now, better Nigeria will they talk about. Recall, say, Tinubu go NBA conference, they talk about NEPA, about light in Nigeria, say na disgrace. When in the Lagos state, you no say na disgrace it be. I be the place where they live light, no they, I be no they hear people say they know they get light for Nigeria. Anyhow, the new Nigeria where we they talk, we go deal, when we enter there, we go make sure all say things they work. And that's why any thing where we say you go add, or join, even if not to like the video where we do, make other people see them, make it for work. Even if to say not to comment for inside here, make it for comment. Make on a no fail to reach that very our Mrs. Adedayo where we the talk say we they look for in Chicago State certificate, make sure for just show us. If it even snap and send for WhatsApp, our number there for our description. We go deal with the issue, make she not even show herself. Or any other person will get Chicago State University for inside that very place. Make them for send for us. Make we for compare all the things where we won't compare. Until tomorrow, when we will come back, make we bring other things where we say, it go give us hope for the new Nigeria where would they go. The woman where would they see? Would they beg them? Or lying cappy at the Dayo, wherever you dey, God go bless you. God go just go help all your family and your business as you send that certificate where Chicago State give you. Make we for do our comparison. It go help us unravel this issue and others. So as we they come up from studio now, we say make you like and share, make other people get them. Especially people will be saying they need to translate that Yoruba where this person talk about Tinubu. We need to know more because we don't know everything where he talk for inside. The translation not too clear for us. Make way for talk for inside. With that very one, I go say, we go tell on a bye-bye for now. We love you, but God loves you. Bye for now.